Welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a eyebrow and contour kind of tutorial along with a little bit of eyeshadow, but it's not going to be too dramatic. So I wanted to do a full face of makeup, kind of walking you through everything, but that would take forever. So all I did today is I did my foundation, which is on my face right now, along with some powder. So I put on my moisturizer here, which was the Equate Beauty Dual Power Moisturizer. I put on my Ready Set Gorgeous in the number 115 foundation, as always. And then all I did was I set it with my powder that is all the way over here. The Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder is all that I have on my face. Along with one half of my eyebrow that thankfully you can't really see too harshly in the camera. But I didn't want to do one eyebrow because I didn't want to do both on camera because it would kind of take a little while. So to get started, I'm going to do my eyebrows first. So if you can kind of see really close up, I do not have very plucked eyebrows, so they are going to be kind of not so pretty. So if you're not into that, I'm sorry. That's just the way that my eyebrows are, and I'm totally okay with that until I can go get them waxed. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this spoolie brush that I got at the MAC counter when I bought my my eyebrow pomade stuff. And I'm going to grab my mirror here and I'm going to just brush the hairs up. If you're watching this because you've never done your eyebrows before, it's really good to brush them up, especially right now that I have such thick friggin' eyebrows, and they're not tamed very well, because that way I can actually see where's my natural eyebrow and where is the stuff that I need to pluck out, which I've tried to do on this eyebrow. So we'll see. I'll do an update on Snapchat if I got all my eyebrows plucked out or not. So I think we're good. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush wherever it fell, and I'm going to take my pomade, which is the MAC Gel Cream and Deep Dark Brunette. And the brush that I'm using is the e.l.f. Professional Eyeliner Brush. Let's see if I don't know if you can see the words because they're shiny silver. They're flashing a little bit, but that's what it looks like. It is better to use an angled brush, I will tell you, because using this one's okay, but it could be better. But it is really soft, and it is the kind of shape that you need. So definitely look for one that says eyeliner, or even just an actual eyebrow one would be great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip a little bit into my pomade. And if you've never used pomade before, be very careful, because when I first got it, I put a crap ton on, and it was bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here in the middle of my eye and go out. You don't want to start here because you'll make it look really thick. As you can see on this eyebrow, there's not even any product on that eyebrow or on the front of my eyebrow, because I don't want it to look unnatural. So you're going to start from the middle, like I said. And what I'm doing is I'm underlining. I can't do it that far. Hold on. I'm underlining the bottom of my brow and making the tip of my brow like that. The best way to find out where your tip should be is to put your brush like this, and if it connects like mine does, then it's long enough. If it doesn't, because I know some people have your eyebrows get really sparse. Mine do too. Like I said, I haven't plucked them, so they've grown out. And then it should go like that. And that's what mine's looking like right now. And then with the product that you have left, you're going to do the same thing, lining it, but up top. So we're going to start again in the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to overline mine. You can't really tell between this. Well, you kind of can. That I overlined it and then connected it. So I'm going to start here and kind of draw a little bit on top of my actual brow to make me have more of an arch. And then I'm going to swipe the rest of the product across the outer section of my brow. Again, not the beginning of your brow, to kind of fill in any of the sparse areas that didn't get filled in. It's completely okay for you to dip your brush back into the pomade if you didn't get enough. Just again, be very, very careful when you're doing that. So I'm going to get a little bit of extra product because I do need to fill in my eyebrows a little bit more. And I'm going to go back and do a swiping motion again across my brow, just to fill in like the little holes basically in my brow. And go over and line the top again. Like, you can go over it as many times as you please. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. And fill it all in just like my other one is completely filled in, except for over here. And then what I'm going to do in front is I'm going to turn the brush like this and swipe up. That's going to give the effect that I have like some natural hair growing there, even though I pretty much do because it's pretty thick. But if you don't have any hair right there, then this will help it actually look like you have some hair in the front. And then I'm okay with mine, but if you did feel like you got it too thick, because sometimes I do it and it comes out very, very thick, you can go back with the spoolie brush like this and kind of just even out the color. So I'll show you on this brow because I've already done it on this brow. You can just even out some of the color, that way it looks natural on both eyes. And the best way to know if you got it naturally and it doesn't look too like dark or too bold is just hold the mirror kind of like this and kind of just look at yourself, kind of raise your eyebrow a little bit, and if it looks like, whoa, your eyebrow's super thick, you'll know then it was too thick. And just the harder that you push on, not push, but the more pressure that you have with the spoolie, the more the color is going to disperse. So don't freak out if you got it too thick. Like, it's not going to stay there forever. You just have to put a little bit more pressure. Right now with mine, I didn't put very much pressure when I kind of spooled it out, so it didn't really like disperse it like harshly. It kind of just made everything blend together. And then a good brush to use is something like this. This is actually an eyeshadow brush, but some of e.l.f.'s eyeshadow brushes tend to be a little bit like smaller, like not as much of a brush. And that's really good for taking some concealer, which I don't think I have right now. So what I'm going to do is take some more of my foundation, but it's going to be like very, very lightly, like very, very little. And just going to, again, outline my brow, but with my foundation. And what this does is this kind of makes your line like extremely crisp. And it just helps to make it look very natural and very like, you can call it professional if you'd like to. Like, whatever the case may be, just very thin. I sometimes like to go in with my finger and kind of just disperse it, make sure that it came out right. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to need a little bit more for the other eyebrow. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other one, so I'll be right back. Okay, and we're done. So all I did again was put some foundation and make my line a little bit crisper, and put some foundation right in the middle to make a little bit of a, not highlight, but just a little bit. And so unfortunately, because my eyebrows are so bushy, it's not going to be like the most perfect thing you've ever seen. So again, I apologize if you're kind of like not into it. It's just how my eyebrows are. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to contour my face. So I need to go grab my contour. That's a huge fail. I will be right back. Alright, so those of you that are watching on your phone right now, I would like for you to comment below a thumbs down for me having to go and get my contour when this video is a eyebrow and contour tutorial. But anyway, so this one is the Wet n Wild Megaglo contouring palette. My highlight shattered, so all it is the contour, which is very, very sad. But Yeah, it broke, it fell, and the highlight was like the first thing to break. So it's okay because the highlight wasn't really like amazing. It was kind of just like a white powder, and I'm more into like the shimmery, like in your face kind of highlight. So this color is in Dulce de Leche. They have another one that is like something toffee. It's a little bit lighter than this, so this is my skin color compared to the actual palette, if that helps you at all. The best way I can tell you is just kind of compare it to your face. Have somebody else help you. I had somebody stand next to me when I went like this to see like if it was going to look too dark. Although this is the darkest one they have and it's not even too dark, so it's not going to make you look like insanely like crazy or anything if you get this one and like you're a little bit lighter than me. It's perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this like powder brush. I need to get more brushes, so in my next tutorial I will have better brushes. So this is what I use. So I'm going to take the contour in my brush, and for those of you that are watching this because you've never done it, my contour is going to go right in the hollow of my cheek. So from the tip of my ear is usually where I like do this with, and then you can either make the fish face or sometimes I just go like this to find the hollow. That's what you're trying to do, is find that hole in your cheek. So now as you can see, I just kind of found the hole in my cheek, and I just did a circular motion up to where my like sideburns are. So I'm going to do it one more time to get the color that I want. A good way to get some of like the excess powder off, because you don't want to get it too dark, is to do a circular motion for like 2-3 seconds in the hollow of your cheek and then go up so that you get some of the extra product out. And it doesn't really do justice on camera what my contour looks like, which is sad because it looks like a lot better in person. Let me see if I can get you guys closer to kind of see it. You can kind of see it right there when I turn my face. So that's the basic idea of my cheek. I'm going to go do my other cheek so we can move on to our forehead. Okay, so both cheeks are done. Just a last final tip before we move on to our forehead. If you are not sure if you blended out your contour enough, just do the sideways look like I did. And if you can see a line on the top or bottom, the wind of like my air conditioner is right in front of my door, so like it opened and that creeped me out a little bit. Anyway, if you see a line on both of your cheeks, then you haven't blended it enough. You can kind of see a line on mine, but like my camera's just doing something weird because there's not a line in like my mirror. So unfortunately my camera quality sucks. I apologize, but you get the basic idea. If there's like a harsh line, just blend it out. The easiest way I can tell you to do it is just circular motions up and then back down and then up. The color itself is going to completely depend on you. Sometimes, in all honesty, I like to be very dark. Sometimes I don't like to be very dark. So it just depends on what you want to do. Now for your forehead, we're going to kind of just airbrush it a little bit, is what I like to call it. There might be a better word for it. I'm not too sure. But again, you're going to take it and you're going to put the brush kind of like this and then just dust it over your forehead. The lighter of a hand that you have, the better, so it doesn't come out too harsh, because you're just trying to get like the dimension of your forehead. Again, just lightly dust it, and you're going to want to connect it. As I said, I went up my sideburn, so you're going to want to connect your contour. My apartment's ridiculous. Anyway, you're just going to want to connect your line just so that it's all smooth and you're getting like all the dimensions of your face. Just lightly dust it, just a very light hand, just like flick your forehead. I'm going to look at it in the mirror to make sure that I'm actually doing it the right way. Yeah, so if you're doing it right, you should just see like a kind of like an ombre effect, almost is how I can explain it to you. I think you can see it on my forehead. You don't want to have like a circle or like a patch on your forehead, you want it to all like sync together. So you kind of want it to look all even as one. And if it doesn't, then it's too harsh, or you just need to add a little more and just connect it. So it should start here and end here. And again, like I said, the darkness and all that is completely up to you. That's not something that I can tell you how to do it and how not to do it, because everybody's skin is different. You can just be like a shade lighter than me, or I'm sorry, darker than me, and need a whole lot more contour than me. So it's completely up to you. Now, for highlight, I don't really have a good highlight shade, so I'm probably, let's do some digging here. I'm probably going to use this color here from the Naked 2 palette. It is called Bootycall. And because it's so like small in the container, I have to use like an eyeshadow brush that is missing. Let me find it. Here it is. This is just the one that comes with the palette itself. I don't wear blush, so if you want to see like an actual blush tutorial, please let me know and I will do that. But I usually don't wear blush. I did wear blush yesterday because I didn't wear any contour, but I don't wear contour and blush together. So I'm going to take this little eyeshadow brush here, dip it into the color, and where your highlight is supposed to go is right on the top of your cheek. So for me, I like to like smile, and then the very top of the puffy part of my cheek is where I put my highlight. So I will just go like this and then just dot it on. So I will show you one cheek and then I will get off and do the other cheek. You can kind of see a little bit of a glisten there, right there. Let me go do my other cheek. Okay guys, so my highlight is all done. All I did was I took that color and I did circular motions on the tops of my cheeks right here. And I did a swipe down my nose and a circular motion at the tip of my nose. I put some right here between our eyebrows and right here, right under the bottom of my lip, and just went down. Now for the color and the pigmentation, like again, this is eyeshadow, so it's not meant to be a highlighter. It's not going to be as pigmented. If you do want to try a highlighter, it would be a lot more pigmented and a lot better as far as the color and all that stuff. I have not gone highlighter shopping yet, so when I do find one, I of course will do like a video for you guys. But for now, if you are using an eyeshadow, or even if you're just using a highlighter, the way that you can get more color is just, again, more circular motions. Color is completely up to you. I don't really like to blind people, but I do like to have a little bit of like shine when I turn my face. So the easiest way for you to do that is look in the mirror, do a couple like head turns until you get like that nice sparkle that you're looking for. If you don't like sparkle, a good color that I can kind of recommend to you is this last color here. It's kind of got like a yellow undertone. It's just nice to make your eyes look a little bit brighter and give a little bit more of an awakening look to your face, which is what it's supposed to do. So that's everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something if you were looking to learn something. If you have any requests as far as like maybe like I said, you want to see a blush or you want to see some eyeshadow or whatever you do want to see, let me know in the comments below. The subscribe button is below if you'd like to see more of my videos. It's completely free and you can be notified of when I upload more videos. I'm going to be trying to do more than just one video a week. So today I'm going to be filming a little bit, and yeah. So that is everything. All my social media and all the products that I used, even my moisturizer and my foundation, I will list below. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for spending a lot of minutes with me and watching my video. Y'all have a good day. Bye.